Okay, so now we've stitched most of the tip of the side petal, the first side petal. You can see I've reoriented. I choose to reorient my hoop when working to attach buttonhole, so that I'm always working in this direction. I know, we're at School of Needlework. You stitch any direction. You learn to stitch any direction. I'm at home and I can do this. So this is what I'm choosing to do, quite frankly. It's just more comfortable for me. So I'm going to.
So you filled in most of the
I've
tip.
filled in most of it, and I'm going to finish it off. Okay, now you can see with my hand out of the way and everything that we have two areas. I'm going to poke my needle up, so I have this area and a little bit over here too, and that happens. That just happens. So I'm going to show you how to kind of roll with that. So we're going to make some compensatory because we still need to follow this line. So I'm going to come up here for my
your return.
My return, thank you.
So you can really start the return anywhere in any space you need.
Correct. So now I'm going to come up here. This is where it gets really tight, so you have to decide where to come up for this. I'm going to come there. Okay. So I'm going to do a few stitches here.
So you're really just picking up right where you need to fill in that little tip of the scallop.
Correct.
That's really quite freeing.
Yeah, again, this is very organic. And you have to, there's a certain amount, if you're very sort of precise, measure perfectly kind of person, there's a certain organic thing you have to get used to with this. But if you are more of a sort of, say, Zen, feel it as you go person, then you find that comfortable. Now, it's really tight here. I don't need to make a bar to get this. I think I want to do one more little stitch in here, but I'm going to just to show you, because you could just come up here and take that one last stitch. But I'm going to still do a bar just so you all see that.
Because you want to get that nice point on that scallop.
So it's barely going to be anything. See that? It's just one tiny stitch. And again, finding a place. And this might be one or two. It just depends. I'm going to have to wait to see what that looks like. I'm going to pick up that little bar there. And I think I'm going to do two. Because I'm also going to make it easy, because this is still a framework for the next color. Get it in right. There we go. So you still need to have a loop there that the next color can grab onto. Sometimes your silk gets a little, like you just saw, and you can just even it back out.
Yeah, it's like cotton candy after a while.
Yeah.
You really have to be careful with the...
There, that's a nice sharp tip. So I'm going to come right down with that. Okay, so I had this other little area to deal with. So same thing, I'm going to come up here just to give it some body. Do a return. Come back up. And I might have to do even 2 rows, we'll see. I'll make it kind of dense so I won't have to do 2 rows. I'm going to have to come right down here anymore, and I would lose that sort of roundness to it. And I think I want to make a little stitch here just to keep it nice and round. And you can see I'm not doing a bar there. I just need a little body. And it's going to make a much prettier edge. Give it a little more roundness.
Really, a lot of this is developing your eye and the feeling of the thread. And
yeah, exactly. Okay, and I'm just going to come down. Just that you can see Again, heartsies. Okay, so we have the red heart. This will be two hearts, the two lobes of the heart here. And then this also is a heart shape. So you do want to kind of have that feeling by coming down on the edges here and here. So you have a little bit of a heart feeling here.
Great.
Okay?
All right, the next video will show the color change.
Yep.